Alright guys, this is Ties in again. I'm traveling from Florida back to Texas. I got my buddy, the doctor, here with me. Say hello.
Hello guys.
Right? So, anyways guys, if you guys watched my first video of this new series I'm starting called Life-Changing Finance, right? Finances. I hope that you guys took the time to watch that video and understand how to come up with your monthly expense number. So like I said guys, my monthly expense is $5,000 a month in US dollars. And so now in this video guys, I want to talk about how to determine how much risk that you should take in the cryptocurrency market. Okay, so you guys might want to pull out a calculator, because I'm going to go over these numbers with you guys, and I'm going to need you guys to pull out a calculator so that you guys can go over these numbers with me. I got my trusty $5 calculator right here. Oh, it might have been 10 bucks when I bought it, I forgot, but let's just say $10 calculator, okay? This is the best tool, guys, that you will ever use to become wealthy and to make life-changing amounts of money in your life, okay? So pause for a moment, pause this video for a moment, go grab a calculator, or unlock your phone and pull up the calculator app and follow along with me, okay? Because I want you guys to type these numbers out. I'm gonna go through it slowly, one at a time. If you guys feel that I'm going too slow, then make sure that you guys click on the bottom right, the gear, the settings, and speed up this video on YouTube and watch it at 1.5 times the speed. I don't recommend you guys do that the first time you guys watch this, because I'm going to go over some numbers with you guys that you guys need to be aware of when you guys are investing into cryptocurrencies. That's very important. And if you guys go too fast, you might not understand it. You might do the numbers, but you might not understand the concepts behind it. And understanding the concepts is much more important than crunching the numbers, because the calculator can do it for you, okay? So, I have noticed that based on our cryptocurrency investments and the blunders and the bonehead moves that LeonFood.com and I have made, okay, we have made some stupid mistakes. And I'm going to show you guys how to correct those mistakes and how to avoid them so that you guys don't lose money like we did to try to figure all this stuff out, okay? The first thing that you guys need to do is figure out what your monthly expense is. So mine is $5,000. The second number that you guys need is how much money do I need to be set for life, okay? I don't need to be set for life. I just need 10 years where I don't never have to worry about paying the bills again. And after that, I can make enough money. I'm gonna build me a business. I'm gonna do enough trading and do enough cryptocurrency investing to where I'm gonna make several millions of dollars and make a life-changing amount of money to where I can just retire permanently, okay? Within that 10-year period, okay? So the number that I need to sustain myself for that 10-year period so that I'm not stressed out about the bills or even have to even think 1 ounce of thought about it is $600,000. Why? Because $5,000 a month times 12 months in a year is $60,000, and I need a 10-year period, okay? So that's $60,000 a year times 10 years. That is $600,000, okay? So pause this video if you haven't done it already and figure out the time, the amount of money you need each month, each year, and how many years do you need to build it, okay? If you decide that, hey, Ty, I need enough money to do 50 years, to live 50 years, right? And not have to ever worry about working again, that's fine too. I really don't need to go out that far. I just need a 10-year stretch, okay? So go ahead and pause this video and come up with those numbers and come right back, guys. All right, now that you guys are back, right? I'm gonna show you how to figure this out. So, for example, I need $600,000, okay, for a 10-year stretch. I'm gonna take that $600,000 and I'm gonna divide it by 10, okay? So go ahead and take the amount of money that you need to either retire or to give you enough time to build your own business, to build your own business, okay? So take that and divide it by 10. This 10 is not 10 years. This 10 is a 10 times return, okay? In the world of cryptocurrencies, when you make a 100% return, it's called 100% profit or a 1x return, because it's 1 times your money. If you make a 200% return, then it's called a 2x. If you make a 500% profit, it's called a 5x. So when you guys hear me say make 5x, right, that means that I just made a 500% profit. If I tell you guys I made a 10x, then that means that I just made 1,000% profit. So if you guys notice, I just took that $600,000, right, and I divided it by 10, and what I get is a $60,000, right? That 10 that I just did, that divisible, that number 10 stands for 10x. That means that if I have $60,000, right, and I invest into cryptocurrencies, I can expect a 10x return. The reason why I use the 10x is based on the cryptocurrency investments and the blunders and the screw-ups that me and LeonFood.com have done. We have noticed that most of the good cryptocurrencies that we invest in, we usually get a 10x return on it. So I'm gonna use that number, all right? A lot of them go up to 20x, even 30x and 50x, but we are going to use the conservative number of 10x, and that's how I got this 10, okay? So $600,000 divided by 10 equals $60,000. This means that if I have $60,000 right now and I invest it into a cryptocurrency, right, what's gonna happen is that within one cryptocurrency investment, I can make enough money to retire for the next 10 years, okay? The problem is I don't have $60,000 to put into the markets. So I need to take this and divide it by 10 again, okay? So take this number. If you don't have enough money to invest in the markets to get a 10x return, then take the current number you have and divide it by 10 again, okay? So we're gonna take this $60,000 divided by 10, and now I get the number 6,000, okay? So that's how much I would have to invest. I would have to invest $6,000 into the cryptocurrency market, into an ICO that will make a 10x return, that will yield me a $60,000 profit, and then I take that $60,000, put it back into another ICO, hope to get a 10x return on that, and then I will have the $600,000 I need. Now, since I had to do it twice, that's called a double flip, or I have to flip my money twice, or I have to gain two massive amounts of profit, right, before I can retire for 10 years, okay? Now, the problem is, if I don't have $6,000, then I need to take this $6,000 and divide it by 10 again. So I take 6,000 divided by 10, and I will get $600, okay? $600 right there, guys, is the amount that I need, okay, to get started investing into cryptocurrencies. Now, if I invest $600 into cryptocurrencies and it hits, I strike it good with, like, let's say that I put that $600 into Ethereum and I made a 10x return from it, which was very, very easy because Ethereum went up to like 50x. So with just a $600 investment in Ethereum alone, if you would have invested $600 into Ethereum alone back in the summer of 2014, 20 months later, you would have flipped your money at least twice, okay? In other words, you didn't even have to go find a second ICO or a second cryptocurrency to invest in, because Ethereum alone would have gotten you to 6,000, and then from there, possibly to 60,000 if you cash out all your ethers, okay? And take out all the profits. More than likely, you would have gotten close to $60,000, okay? So right there, that's 6,000 times 10, right? The 600 would have became 6,000 times 10 would have become, so you flip your money twice with just one ICO, or at least almost twice. Then you would take that money and invest it into another ICO and hope that it gets 10x return again, and boom, you can retire, all right? So this is the number that you need, okay? Now, if I start with $600, like I just showed you guys, that $600 needs to flip, all right? 600 needs to flip into 6,000, that's one flip. That 6,000 needs to flip into 60,000, that's a second flip. And that 60,000 needs to flip 10 times again to a 10x return, and then that will get me the $600,000 I need. So we're starting out with $600. I need to flip that money 3 times before I have enough money to retire for 10 years, okay? So the reason why it's important for you to know this is so now you know how much to invest and what is your timeline to invest. So maybe you have, let's just say that you have $20,000. Now, before, hold on, let's rewind here for a minute, okay? once you know what your initial investment needs to be to hit your retirement target, to hit that target of your life-changing amount of money, right, or your retirement money, the next thing that you guys need to know is how many ICO investments or how many cryptocurrency investments do you have to make in order to hit that 10x return, okay? So, based on my cryptocurrency investment log, because I log in all the cryptocurrencies that I invest in so I can keep track of what goes on, okay? So, all the cryptocurrencies that I have invested in, every last one of them, 100% of them, have all given me at least a 1x return. I cannot remember a cryptocurrency that I invested in that did not give me at least a 1x return. However, I lost money on them, okay? I want you guys to be aware of that. Me and LeonFood.com, I don't remember any cryptocurrency that we invested in that did not make a 1x return. That means that we made a 100% profit almost on every cryptocurrency that we made. However, we lost money on it, okay? Or no, let me say this again, guys. Let me reword this again so that's correct, okay? Every cryptocurrency that LeonFood.com and I invested in, it all went up 100% profit. However, we lost money on it, on most of them, okay? So how is that possible? How is it possible that as soon as we get into the cryptocurrency, it went up 100% or more and we lost money on it? The reason why this happened, guys, was because it was so new to us. We had never had any experience investing in cryptocurrencies, and we were so used to investing into the stock market, the traditional stock market, the commodities market, the Forex market, that when we got into the cryptocurrency market, the price would shoot up 100% in our favor, and we didn't know what to do, right? There were times when it went up 5, 6, 7, 800% in our favor, and we had no plan to take profits at 5, 6, 7, 800% profit, because it was so crazy during 2012 and 2013 that everything just went bonkers and went crazy, okay? During the time from the run-up from when Bitcoin ran up from $60 to $1,200 at Mt. Gox, okay? We had no plan and no clue and no strategy to take profits, okay? So a lot of the cryptocurrencies that went up in our favor, we ended up losing money on it, even though they went up 100%, 200, 500, 1,000%. It didn't matter. We lost money on the cryptocurrency. So I want you guys to be aware of that and not let that happen to you guys again, okay? Or not again, but don't let it happen to you if you're new to cryptocurrency investing, okay? So by knowing how much this is, we notice that there is a pattern based on our records and the logs that we kept, because if you don't record what you do, it's very hard to analyze the data. So, but based on the data that I have, I noticed that for every 5 cryptocurrencies that we invest in, we would make a good call on 1 or 2 of them that would shoot up in profits 5, 10x easily 10x, okay? So you are going to make, so basically you are going to make the mistake, at least I would say, to be conservative, just to be safe, you are gonna choose and select about 5. Just plan for the fact that you will probably select 5 different cryptocurrencies to invest in, and only one of them are gonna hit big. And when I say hit big, I mean make a 10x return on it. The rest of them, more than likely, will just break even or lose money, okay? It will just lose money. And how much will you lose? Well, you can lose all of it, you know? So if you just picture this, if I had to start with my number, if I had to start today and I started with $600 investment, I'm gonna need enough money to take 5 shots at the market. So I need $600 shot, another $600 shot, a third $600 shot, a fourth $600 shot, and a fifth $600 shot. The reason why I need that is because I need to take multiple shots and take multiple attempts at different cryptocurrencies, because I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows which one is going to succeed, okay? So because of that, if you plan ahead of time to have 5 bullets or 5 attempts or 5 opportunities, that gives you a better chance to make some money. So let's just say that you make 5 attempts and you bought 5 different cryptocurrencies and 4 of them lost you money. That would be a total of $600, and using my numbers as an example, you would lose $600, okay? On each one of them, that's a total of minus $2,400 in losses. But then that 5th cryptocurrency will hit it big, and it will usually hit a minimum of 10x, which means that the worst case scenario that you have is that 5th investment will make you'll risk $600 on it, and it'll make you 10 times, which is 600 times 10, which is $6,000. Okay, so that means you make $6,000, you deduct the $2,400, okay, and that still leaves you with about $3,600 in profit. So I'm just making up some numbers here, guys, so that you guys can understand and follow along, you know. So that's what the minimum is. The good case scenario is that big winner that you have will go up from we must be in Louisiana, huh? Because the roads here are so bad. I'll tell you what, guys, Louisiana, it's a poor state. Man, they got poor roads over there. The infrastructure's bad. When you're driving, your car's doing this the whole time, okay? In Texas, you know, we don't have that bad of a problem. We got good infrastructure there. The government there knows how to take the taxpayers' monies and build good roads and bridges with it, okay? So when Donald Trump talks about America has bad infrastructure, I can assure you he's not talking about Texas, because they got good roads there, okay? Everywhere you go in Texas, they're building new roads everywhere you go, okay? Especially in Houston and Dallas, they're building roads like every day. I cannot remember the last time I didn't see roads and highways being built there, okay? But anyways, guys, back to what I was saying, okay? So if you have $600,000, right, and you need to start with 600, if you make a 20x return on that $600, guys, that automatically puts you at $12,000 right there, okay? And so if you start with $12,000, that means that if you want to make that $600,000 like I do, then you got to flip that at least 2 more times before you get to the $600,000 mark, okay? Right now, that's our goal. That's my goal, and LeonFood.com's goal is to make those flips in our money in cryptocurrency investing to where we can retire for the next 10 years or so, okay? I think Leon has his sights set for like 20 years, okay? But mine is like 10 years. That's all I need, all right? So I hope, guys, that you guys take the time to go over these numbers, because if you go through them and you understand them, you will see once you have a target in your mind, then it's very easy for you to make a decision on how much money to invest into the market. Now, I've had people ask me and say, "Hey, I have $20,000. How much should I invest? How much of that $20,000 should I invest into the cryptocurrency market?" Okay, so if you guys notice that, okay, you want to stop and get something to eat or what?
I think it's time.
Okay, so let me wrap this video up, because we're hungry, guys. All right, all this talking got us hungry. What's that, Mazio's?
And crazy.
Yeah, and crazy. Mazio's Eatery right there. Italian food. What do you want?
Well, I don't care. It's your choice. It's closed.
It's closed? Okay. Anyways, guys, it's important that you guys know how much it is that you guys need to make or want to make. That way you guys know exactly what to shoot for. When you have that number in your head, it's a lot easier to have a target in your head, guys, and aim for that target, because if you don't have a target to shoot for, then it's extremely difficult to succeed and make the life-changing amount of money that you need in cryptocurrencies, guys. So oh, what I was saying, guys, I forgot to finish my thought here on the on the 20,000, guys. People always ask me, if I have $10,000 or $20,000, how much of that should I invest into cryptocurrencies? If you're new to cryptocurrency investing, my suggestion is this, or what you might want to consider is this, is that if you have that, just be aware that you're gonna have to make about 5 or 6 investments before you hit a big one. Okay, you might get lucky and might hit it from the very beginning, but in case you don't, right? Like, you know, if you got, like the doctor, he was lucky, he knew me, and leonfood.com, because he was a good friend of mine, I was the one who told him, and he trusted me because he knows I'm a good trader and an active trader, so he knows that I know what I'm doing. So when I told him, hey, go put this much money into this, boom, he hit it big on the cryptocurrencies in the Ethereum from his very first shot. So now that gives him enough money to invest in other cryptocurrencies, okay? But if you don't have a good friend like myself or leonfood.com, and the next best thing to have is to follow our channel and subscribe to our channel and follow along with us as we're making our investments, we're sharing it with you guys also, right? Is to do this, is to take that $10,000 you have, or that $20,000 you have, and break it up into small pieces where you invest maybe 500 or 1,000 into each of these different cryptocurrencies. Like if I had to start all over again and I had $20,000 to work with or $10,000 to work with, I would likely, if I had $10,000, I would put $1,000 into different ICOs that I saw that had a good real world potential, okay? Like it solves a real world solution, okay? Like for example, like Augur, I would have invested into that if I had known about the ICO, because I know how big gambling is on the internet. Even though I don't care to gamble, I don't know anything about gambling, I don't care, I don't like gambling, but I know that there's a lot of people out in the world that like to do that, okay? So I would invest into it, okay? And that would have given me a 10x return right off the bat right there, okay? So I just want to share this video with you guys. I hope that the amounts that I talked about and the numbers I talked about helps answer the question how much money you should invest into the cryptocurrency market, and when to expect to take profits, and how much to expect to make from your investments, okay? So thanks for watching this video, guys. If you guys have any more questions or suggestions on how to make life-changing amounts of money in cryptocurrency investing, please leave it in the comment section below. And if you have any friends or family that are interested, that want to make a life-changing amount of money in cryptocurrencies, right? Make sure that you tell them about my channel so they can subscribe to our channel, and they'll get more information from me and from my buddy leonfood.com. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you guys in a future video.